to my channel. It's your girl Sean. I'm back for another video. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a letter that was sent to me from one of you. But if you're brand new to my channel and you like love, relationship advice videos, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of lifestyle content, you'll definitely enjoy your time here. So go ahead and subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, be sure to hit that little bell, which is right next to the subscribe button. That way you'll never miss an upload from your girl. And in case you don't know, I'm actually a life and dating coach. I've written 3 books. The first one's called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. All 3 of my books are available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. I'll link them all below in the description box for you guys. And you can also work with me one-on-one as your personal life and dating coach by sending me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN, @gmail.com. That's also where you're going to send your letters for a chance to have it possibly featured in an upcoming video. All right, so now without any further ado, let's go get them. Hey Coach Sean, I just wanted to write you this strawberry letter because I could use some advice. I met this amazing man on Tinder. We talked and met up and hooked up. We continued our relationship and things became very serious. I ended up becoming pregnant and gave birth to a baby girl. Fast forward, I go through his phone and I find out that he's been married the whole time and he has 2 kids. I was devastated. I confronted him and he told me the whole truth. He had been sneaking away from his family whenever he was away from home, whenever he was working late to be with me. I was so hurt and I couldn't believe it. But he was the #1 person in my life and I loved him so much. I decided to continue our relationship. I'm much younger than he is, so we decided to spend more time together by, get this, introducing me to his wife and his family and friends and our daughter as family members of his. Whenever his wife would go to work, I would come over and we would hang out that way. Whenever his wife would come home, she's like, oh, he's just with his family members, no biggie. My question is, lately I've been feeling guilt. Should I finally come clean to his wife and tell her about me and her husband? I just love him so much and he must care about me or he wouldn't have kept me this long. He loves our child and I don't know what to do. Please help Coach Sean. This may be one of the wildest, craziest letters that I've ever received. The idea that you and this woman's husband would concoct a story, a very bootleg story about how you're related to him and your family members. That way you and this woman's husband and your love child could spend more time together. As wrong as I feel like all of that is, yes, you should tell the wife. I feel like you should, but be prepared when you do, because that's a lot of devastation. I feel like I have to be really blunt and really honest here. You are incredibly selfish. For you to smile in this woman's face, knowing that you are sleeping with her husband, not sleep with him in the past before you knew about her. Once you knew about her, you were still okay with being intimate with her husband. And you got your child all around their children and this woman. I've never heard or seen anything so bold and so brazen as this situation. I definitely think that you should tell her and you should come clean, but be prepared for whatever she decides to do after that. She may want to file for divorce. She may want to whoop you in the streets. She may want to do any number of those things because to welcome you into her home, she was probably warm and friendly and all of that to you, got you around their children, never knowing who you are. And then in your letter, you have the nerve to say he must care about you too. That's why he's kept you so long. He's kept you so long because you've kept quiet. Because he's been able to have his cake and eat it too. He's a lowlife. I don't know why you're painting him in such this beautiful light. He's such an amazing man and all that. He was a married man creeping on Tinder. He's got you smiling in his wife's face, around his children, sleeping with you during the day and sleeping with her at night. Like, what kind of decent man does any of that? He's jeopardizing his family for somebody that he met on Tinder. So let's just say he does leave his wife and gets with you. If he was able to keep you a secret this long, he's good at secret keeping. How do you know that you're not the only one or there's several other women that he's doing this with? How do you know he hasn't done this for years and years and years? It's just the first time it ever resulted in a child. I feel like, I honestly think that you two deserve each other. He likes to lie and be deceiving and all of that, and so do you. But to answer your question, should you tell the wife? Absolutely. Is she justified in however she decides to handle the situation? Absolutely. This is the ultimate betrayal. Let's say you guys do get together and he does decide to marry you. What does marriage really mean to him? He stepped out on one wife, he can step out on another. Like, what would you really be getting? He's no prize. And I know that it may seem like I'm being harsh on you, and it's because I am. Because I feel like what you did is so wrong. And you said you feel guilty about it, but that's after how long? You said you found out about him being married and you didn't care. You're in this woman's home, eating her food on her couch, hanging out with her children, hanging out with her husband in her home. And she has no idea about who you really are and what you really mean to him. Whether you believe in God or karma or anything else, you can't do these kinds of things and not have it come back to you. I definitely recommend that you tell the wife. That would honestly be the first decent thing that you've done. Imagine the hurt and the pain and the devastation this is going to cause for the wife, but even above that, the children. You're a mother yourself now. Now you're a mom. Imagine somebody doing like this to your child. As a Christian, I think you should pray and repent, ask God to forgive you. Tell the wife, because that's a decent thing to do, and leave this woman's husband alone while he's still married to her. You can definitely clean it up. The beauty of God is that he can forgive all of this and give you a clean slate. It's not too late for you to clean this up. It's not too late for you to make things right. But you're only going to be able to do that if you take a step back. These people are still married. It doesn't matter how much you think he loves you. First of all, he doesn't know what love means. Love would not do the disrespectful things that he's done to his wife and his children. He doesn't know how to love. I feel like if anything, you should understand that. He doesn't care. The woman that he loved, look how he's dogging her out. His own children, look how he's dogging them out. What makes you think that you and your child would be any different? He is incapable of being faithful or being honest. He is not a prize. I don't know why you are, romanticizing this whole thing and making it seem all beautiful. You want to spend more time with him, so you guys made up this story to be together more often. It just shows what a lowlife he is. What would you really be getting if you get her husband? All you'd be getting is a liar and a cheat. If he cheated with you, he's capable of cheating on you. And he's good at it. So you wouldn't even know. You may never even know. How do you know he's not still on Tinder looking for another young thing? I feel like he's an older man, probably was looking for something more exciting. Maybe he got bored in his marriage, been married for a long time, wanted some excitement, and that's all you were supposed to be. But the plan wasn't that you would be pregnant. If you weren't pregnant, he would be able to cut you off a lot easier. But now you're entangled in their life. Imagine how that will feel for the wife. She's had you around her children, for goodness sake. Smiled in your face, probably held your baby, all of that, never knowing who you were. Honestly, I'm surprised it took you this long to feel guilty, but I feel like the fact that you finally are shows that you do have a heart. And despite the poor decisions that you've made, you're finally ready to atone for it. So do it. Atone for it. Make it right. Tell her and be prepared for whatever comes along with that. I think it's important that you step back from this relationship and allow this woman and her husband to decide what they're going to do once they find out your huge secret. But I feel like you should definitely be thinking about how this feels for the wife. You've only thought about yourself. He's only thought about himself. But nobody's thought about anybody else, all the collateral damage that will come from this decision that you guys made. Her children. Imagine, they could be scarred for life from what you're doing. You're a mother. How would you feel if somebody scarred your children like it was no big deal? I think that you should pray, ask God to forgive you. Change these kind of ways that you have. Tell the wife who you are. Apologize to her for coming into her home with her husband's love child, lying about who you were, all these different things. And stay away from him until they get things together. As I always say, God don't bless no mess, and this is messy. But the beauty of God is that he can forgive all of this and give you a clean slate. But only if you truly repent and truly sorry, step out of the situation and try to make it right. You don't create a family by destroying another one. You got a lot of work to do. And I hope the reason why you wrote me is because you're ready to do it. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. I said what I said, and I'm not taking not one single word back. I really feel like the writer of the letter was completely oblivious to the pain that she's gonna cause this family, that she was only considering herself, her own feelings, and her child, and that's so wrong. I feel like it took her way too long to feel guilty about what she's doing. And I was not about to sugarcoat that or do any hand holding, because she is not a victim. Even though she wrote me, she's not a victim. The innocent people who she lied to, they're the victims. She has to feel that for her to actually be sorry enough to truly repent and to change. Anyway, if you guys want to find out more of my thoughts on life and love, consider purchasing one of my books. As I said, I've written 3. The first one's called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. And if you want to work with me as your personal life and dating coach, or if you'd like to have one of your letters featured in an upcoming video, send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN, @gmail.com. But I'd love to hear you guys weigh in on this particular letter. Do you think she should tell the wife? Go ahead and tell me below in the comment section. How do you think she should handle this and all of that? And that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Be sure to check out my previous strawberry letter, which I will link right here. And also be sure to subscribe. I'll put the button right here. You know you're gonna love it. You know you're gonna love it. Go ahead and subscribe. I love you guys. See you all in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.